Yo, what's up, guys? So, back with another one. Tyler.
And Brendan, what's up?
Are you guys ready for this? What's up, brother?
How's it going?
What Tuesday? Oh, shit. So, this one, I think we're going to baby bird it.
Because special plays, or special teams, special plays, special players.
Boom. We do have some fun stuff to talk about, though. We might have some entertaining shit to do. I'm not actually kind of looking forward to
I'm
this.
not sure how entertaining it's going to be for us.
For us, for sure not. Well, at least for one time, it's not. And then the other two people that are doing it's going to be entertaining for. But I got this to do the shit at work and fuck other people up. So we'll see. But interesting things this weekend. What'd you do?
I went to the Millertime Collectibles card show over in Noblesville. Shout out to those guys. Show was pretty cool. I've never been to a card show, so
Yeah.
definitely a different vibe. And I'm really excited to continue expanding upon what is possible for compiled kicks. Because like I said, I mean, until you go to one of their events, you don't really have any idea what a card show is even going to be like. So it's definitely interesting.
I was going to, like, if I had the time to go up there when I did, I had to do some shit with Nolan for baseball and stuff. I was going to, like, take cards up there. And then Nolan got excited if we were going to end up going up there. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll bring my Pokemon cards. I'm like, listen, bud, I don't know if that's how it's going to be there. So we're not going to take those if we go.
That's exactly how I was. I was like, I'm not going to, like, I have totes of sports cards and signed jerseys and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And literally I was like, I don't know if it's like a sneaker show where, like, you can just bring stuff in and, like,
oh shit! I didn't
sell it
think
like
of that,
or like if
only
it's
buyers and sellers,
or if it's like people only want if people only want like slab stuff or like PSA graded stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know anything of like how it was going to be, so I was like, you know, I'm just going to respectfully not take any of that. And then I talked to Travis and Bradley, and they said, yeah, you should have brought all that shit.
Damn. Was there Pokemon stuff there too, or was it
there were
just
some,
like sports? And
no, there definitely were some people that had Pokemon. Damn. There were some people that had Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, once you said Magic the Gathering, I was like, oh, surely there's at least one vendor with Pokemon stuff.
Oh yeah, there's probably two or three that had. But like what I see a lot of in the Pokemon stuff is like a lot of, I felt like bangers. Like, it wasn't like, you don't see a lot of like the $20 or $30 cards. It's always like the $150 cards. Like, you know what I mean? There's not really the vendor that was like,
damn, I'm really
peddling the 20 to 30.
That motherfucker would have tried to get me broke.
Did you buy anything when you were there, Brennan?
I did not. I really want a card that that I think Travis has, and it's a card with a piece of Benedict Mathurin's shoe in it. Like, it's like the heel tab of his McDonald's All-American shoe. And it's it's really cool. It's a pretty cool like thing because it looks like the pull tab. Like, you can see.
Wait, I'm surprised he's selling that.
It says All-American. He wanted $200 for it. I was like, man,
it's probably a 1-of-1.
It's a 1 of 10.
Oh,
so that, I mean, there's 10 other pieces. So I mean, like,
but
somebody
it's still
probably
a 1-of-1
has,
of like, no one's gonna have another heel tab of that, right?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know all 10 look like, but I would assume somebody's got like the Adidas logos that are on like the tongue or the side and stuff like that. But like, the pull tab was definitely a cool like card that he had.
I feel like that's I mean, I don't fucking know.
Wasn't it a thicker card too?
Yeah, it's like it's like relatively thick. It's like this thick. Like, no bullshit. Like,
yeah,
I
think
it's almost like a half-inch thick.
I think he showed that on one of their podcasts, maybe.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, I figured out that, go figure, it's just like how shoes are. Like, I have really expensive taste in cards. Yeah. So, I liked there was a dude that was a vendor there that had, like, I think the brand's Marucci that does baseball stuff. Mucci, Mucci, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a piece of a dude's glove, and it was the M from his glove or whatever, and that was the patch on the card, and it was a 1 of 1, and it had the patch from his glove, and I was like, man, that shit's pretty fucking cool. They had one that was like the Major League Baseball logo from one of the players. I don't even remember who it was, but I was like, man, that card looks pretty cool. Like, those are the cards that I think are cooler than like
just like a normal, just
like a like a normal base whatever card. Like, to me, if I was going to be buying cards, that would be the kinds of cards I would be interested in, or the ones that would be like, ironically, the most expensive.
My best friend Matt is like heavy into the cards too, and he has a crazy collection. He has one where it's like George St. Pierre. It's like a piece of his shorts from one of his fights.
Oh,
and
that's
then,
cool.
Yeah, and then he's got some Rey Mysterio cards, piece of his mask in there. Shit. I want to say that he has an Eddie Guerrero with like a piece of his boot, which was crazy.
That would be super cool.
But see, here we are talking about pro wrestling. See, I'm just like so.
It's a
out
beautiful.
Of it.
It's
it
a
always
beautiful
gets
mix.
brought up. Yeah.
I'm so out of it. But like, yeah, you're right. Like those cards that have like pieces of like jerseys or shoes, that would be what I would be looking for.
Yeah, but see, like even still, like they have. Like, I mean, I was kind of into cards at one point in time and stuff like that, and they call like them napkin patches, which is like literally just like a random piece of their jersey, and it's like one color.
Yeah.
It doesn't show anything. Basic. It's just like a random piece of their jersey, whatever. If I'm getting a card that's going to have your jersey in it, I want like a part of the number or something like that. It's got like multiple colors in it, and like really shows that they cut it out of your shit, not just like, this was the 4th string Water Boys jersey that we're gonna cut this gray square out of.
I didn't even think of that.
And then
we don't really even know.
You know what I mean? There's people right now that are mad at Topps because they've opened up different like taking cards that were like they're like medium expensive, I would say. They would be like veterans and stuff like that. And taking the patches out of them, because on the back of the patch it'll tell you whose jersey they come out of because of the way that they do their patches
they have
and
to
stuff.
like label it or some shit.
So they'll pick the patch out of it, and it will be a completely different player than what the person on the card is.
That's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, they'll use like, for instance, for like Luka, for instance, right? They'll do a Luka card, but instead of it being Luka's jersey in it, they'll pick up fucking
some other bogus
some random bench player or some like random starter that's not even like remotely as good as him, and put his patch in there. And if it's like from the Mavericks logo, like the word Mavericks or whatever, you never know unless you pick the jersey out of the card.
Is that not like false advertising type shit?
Yeah,
like,
it's actually definitely lying, because on the back it says this patch is player worn, but not by any time or like specific time or event, like any specific game or event.
But it just says player worn.
But it says player worn. Oh, so I mean, I guess it doesn't have to. It doesn't say that it's the player on the card worn. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely a gray area in it.
It's dirty.
But also, like, sure, you're not going to think someone's going to destroy the card to find that out. But also, why would you label it and mark it on the back of that, knowing that could be a possibility of you getting caught to know that?
Reason they do it is because, so I would assume you've never watched how they make jersey cards. Okay, there's a video on YouTube of how they make jersey cards.
Okay.
They go and they'll take the jersey, they'll get it in, they'll cut it up the seams, like they'll cut this side, like the sides off of it and whatever. And then they'll basically go and they have a template of the size of a jersey or whatever. And it looks like a grid. Okay. And in the grid, it's got that player's name on the jersey, like inside the grid. So whenever they go and put it on the press and cut it, then inside that square that they're cutting, it has that person's name. So whenever they go and they like take the pieces out that they just cut and put it into a box, if they flip the piece over, it tells them whose piece that is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But if it's
that way
someone
that they can
else's
keep
jersey,
it. Well, right, but that way they can keep like tabs as to how much
what's going
of that
there.
jersey
Okay.
that they've used, right? So if they've got some bum's jersey that they're not using, and they've got all
Why
these
wouldn't they
pieces of
use
it, yeah, why wouldn't they use that for a random patch? For you see what I'm saying? That's how they do. That's how they make jerseys. It's really.
I feel like finding that out, it should almost like devalue the jersey cards at that point. Like I'd much rather have autograph shit now, even though like sometimes they just like have the person like just sign the sticker and then they put the sticker on the card.
Stickers on your cards are cheaper than what an on-card auto is. But like, I mean, it's still their autograph, but they always end up being cheaper than what a on-card auto
Wow.
is.
Now knowing that, I almost fucking wouldn't want a jersey card.
So I did just see that, I think last week, the biggest card in flawless basketball, which is top or not tops. It's
PSA?
No, it's actually it might be tops. I don't remember. It's whoever it is, their biggest product, for instance. It's their biggest product or one of their biggest products for each sport. They always do like a flawless basketball, flawless football, and it comes in a case, and you get 3 like encased cards and then like a pack of cards or whatever. So they pulled the basically like the biggest hit you could have out of all the cases, and it was a LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. It was their.
Is that how you say his last name?
Yes.
Okay.
It was their.
I wouldn't even try to pronounce that shit.
NBA logos from their jersey. They had cut them out and put the NBA logo on of all 3, and they were all game worn, allegedly.
Right.
With their
Practice
picture
jerseys.
or whatever. And in the middle is LeBron James, and it's from the 75th year of the NBA. So like that was like the card everybody wanted. They said it's expected to sell for like $800,000 right now.
God damn.
Yeah. So I saw a Caitlyn Clark 1 of 1 get pulled. They think that the Caitlyn Clark 1 of 1 card from I think it was Platinum Basketball or something like that. It was like some weird brand or whatever. They said that it was only going to be like $450 or $500, and I was like, she's the number 1 basketball player that anybody's talking about right now.
Right.
The NBA playoffs are about to be around the corner, and ain't nobody talking about anything in the NBA right now. Everybody's talking about how good Caitlyn Clark is, and her card's only $400. That's insane. That's crazy to me. I would think
She might not go to the WNBA.
Yeah, she might go to the the big 3.
Bro, respectfully, if she doesn't go
in
to
her
the
contract,
big 3,
she can play both.
Nuh-uh.
Pretty sure she can play both.
Oh, never mind then. What I was going to say is irrelevant. Because, damn. Lil
Yeah,
Durk
she can
came
get
out
paid
and
10 mil.
Invited her to be on his team for 10.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, what?
She's going to make $10 or $15 million to go play the Big 3 league. As if she doesn't make enough money off of NIL deals
shit.
and all that shit. Like,
You think she's going to get shit on by the old vets, though? Let's be honest.
she's going to be like Steph Curry. And
That's the only thing that she's going to be able to do playing against, like, when you're in the Big 3, you're still playing with grown men.
her and Sabrina Ionescu,
Yeah,
which
she
is
did the 3-point contest.
Yeah, which is the one that did the 3-point contest with Steph Curry. They're gonna be fucking battling, bro. I'm telling you, that's gonna be like I've never, I don't think, ever been to a WNBA basketball game. I might have went like once.
I'll for sure go this
lifetime.
year. If she goes to the Fever, I'll go to at least one.
But yeah, not only that, but I'm just saying, I've never really cared about women's basketball, but like I'm now more interested, like knowing more people that are in it.
Because it's
know what I
finally
mean?
getting the hype. It's finally
it's starting to get a little bit of traction,
yeah.
and I'm cool with that. Like look, they're not going to sell nearly as many tickets as what the NBA does.
Right.
Ever. Okay.
They don't sell a whole lot fucking
But
more, though.
there's now. I think that the Fever sold out of their season tickets.
And it's not even guaranteed she's going
she's
to
not even
WNBA.
guaranteed to go to Indiana. Or well, she is because she's gonna be the
She
number
hasn't
one
declared
pick.
yet, has she?
I don't really know, to be honest, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not even guaranteed she's gonna go to Indiana, and literally
She's going to Indiana. If she declares for WNBA, she's going for sure. And why the fuck would they not?
But that's
pick
what I'm
her?
saying. She hasn't declared. Like, she could go to the Big Three. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She hasn't declared for the NBA draft. So what I'm saying is that, like, she hasn't even declared, and Indiana has sold out of their season tickets.
I mean, if they don't declare, I mean, they're going to go get Angel Reese. So, I mean, there's still going to be some type of hype behind it.
I don't think Angel Reese is half as good as she is.
I mean, yeah, I've not watched much of it. I've just seen, like,
Bro,
clips that come through.
Look,
but
Iowa played LSU in the Final Four or the Elite Eight game. Yeah, regardless, they played against each other. Caitlyn Clark,
dog water, dude, or dog walked them.
she made them look silly, bro. She dropped like 42 points in that game. I mean, it's the same way as, like, I feel bad for Zach Edey.
I don't. I'm not a big fan of him.
Okay, number one, I'm not a huge fan of him. But I also feel bad for Zach Edey. That dude had 30-some points in the NCAA final game. And they're talking about, oh, well, they could have done more, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, the dude had 30-some points. You scored one three-pointer all goddamn game and lost to the number one team, defending NCAA champion, by like 15. And you only had one three-pointer in the entire game.
UConn did win every single game by 20 other than that game.
Yeah.
So, like, what the fuck do you
Hell
expect?
yeah.
What
That's what I'm saying. Like, you played them great. Zach Edey, you had the points you needed to. Your team, they just didn't show up.
Dog water.
They literally left you high and dry in the NBA.
I don't think he's going to do good.
He's either going to be very good or
I think he's going to come in and be, Moses Brown on OKC.
Yep.
I think he's going to be like him.
I think he's going to be like...
Because who's he going to go to? Who's like I guess it's lottery pick. It's not like
lottery
the worst
pick.
team.
So, I mean...
He'll go to the fucking Magic. No, Magic's decent this year.
He's going to go to like...
The Hornets.
He's going to go to like the Hornets, or he's going to go to like the Bulls, or he's going to go to like...
The Bulls might not be a bad fit for him, though.
I mean, or he's going to go to like... some boo-boo ass team. Sacramento's played pretty good this year, though. From every time that I've ever watched Sacramento.
They might go to playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For every time I've ever watched Sacramento plays pretty good.
Not think of a boat. Rockets.
Rockets are horrible. It would be really good if he went to Dallas, even though Dallas really, I mean, technically they don't need him, but I mean,
who's their big man? Porzingis? No, he's on the Celtics.
No, Kristaps went to. Yeah, he might be there.
I think he's the Celtics.
Regardless.
Yeah,
it don't really matter.
We'll
he's
see.
gonna go to some boo boo ass team, and then they're gonna think that he's gonna be the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
The next Shaq.
They said that he might not even be a first round pick.
Who? Zach Edey?
Yeah.
Who are they picking over him? This draft might be one of the worst drafts coming out.
They're gonna pick Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He entered the transfer portal. He is leaving ISU.
Nuh-uh.
Swear to God, leaving
The white dude?
Yep.
I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, he actually did.
Dude, he played great, and
Pretty
his
good
team
for the
dropped
season.
him off too.
Yeah.
Where's he going?
He hasn't announced
Yeah.
or anything, so I'm sure he's
Probably
still
one of
fielding
the
options.
Probably one of the top four, the Final Four teams.
That's cool. He's from Indiana State. I had no idea he was.
Yeah.
even-
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he's
Yeah.
from Indiana State.
That's fucking.
Wait, that's
awesome.
not his name, is it?
no.
That's his nickname.
That's just his nickname because his
Yeah,
glasses
his
and shit.
his
Yeah.
real name is. Hold up, I got it right here. It's kind of hard to pronounce his last name. His name's Robbie Avila.
Yeah, something
Robbie
like that.
Avila.
I have a feeling
It's-
He
he's
was
gonna
on the
go
Pat McAfee show.
Avila.
I have a feeling he's going to go somewhere else and be dog water. I've not seen him play. I just seen.
He
some
probably.
stats from
Yeah,
him
you're,
last year.
you're probably
Or from
right. You know.
yesterday.
I mean, I went to Indiana State University for a little bit, so
Yeah.
yeah. That
Okay.
tells you anything about.
Where's that at?
I mean,
That's in Terre
Evansville?
Haute.
yeah, it's in
Terre
Terre
Haute,
Haute. Yep.
I went after this podcast. I'll tell you my story about ISU.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll get a kick out of this.
I don't even know what to expect at this point.
No, the last time I went to Terre Haute, though, I went to bowl, and where we bowled at was like right there off ISU campus or whatever. So it's pretty.
Damn.
I mean, it's not a big campus. It's just a couple big buildings and a lot of dorms.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's a smaller Ball State. Like Ball State's is bigger than what that place.
Oh
is.
shit.
Yeah. I transferred to Ball State from there. I missed ISU though.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you miss about it?
I didn't realize how much I liked it until I left.
You liked the trees, didn't you?
I liked the people there. I don't know. It was a lot cooler than Ball State was, I thought, in my opinion.
Damn.
Yeah, but
I didn't expect that.
you're
All
not
right.
going to think as highly of Ball State because you already came in with a preconceived. This is what Ball State's going to be.
But
you know what I mean?
here's
You've
the-
been around Ball State.
Here was the thing. Like, honestly, this is probably what it was. I was going through a really like a really bad breakup, and my girlfriend at the time followed me to ISU, and then I was like, "Fuck this bitch, I'm leaving," and I transferred to Ball State, and she transferred to Ball State. So I was like, "Fuck."
That's what I'm saying. You were immediately
gonna
like,
see this bitch
is
all
what
over the
I'm
place.
I'm assuming she did that shit because she knew.
Pro-
Or was
I
it
mean,
just like coincidence?
I think it was a little bit of both. Like, I think she did want to end up at Ball State, but you know, who's to say?
Did you go to Ball State because you wanted to, or did you go there because the parties?
Oh, I wanted to go to Ball State. Because I was gonna go for radio, and that was like the place to go if you wanted to get into radio.
There's a few people that went to Ball State that like were from Pendleton
Uh-huh.
and like ended up doing the news stuff for Ball State and like
Yep.
did a bunch of really cool stuff for like the television stuff around Muncie area or whatever. I don't know whatever came of it, but like
Madeline May and there's what was her name?
there was a girl that was younger than me.
Yeah,
that
Zoe
was like,
Dwiggins. Or Zoe
Yeah.
Dwiggins, yeah.
Yeah.
She's I think she just moved to Boston. She's a news anchor.
really.
Or like will be.
Damn.
Yeah. She's working for a news station in Boston.
Dope.
I'm
That's
pretty
awesome.
Sure. Yep, she went to Ball State.
Did you know
Off-topic.
that a lot of people that are like news anchors and stuff like that end up coming from the Midwest because we speak clearer because we don't have like a
An accent?
like an accent and stuff like that. Like Midwesterners don't really have that accent. Where if you go to like Texas or if you go to like different parts of the country, they have a real thick accent. Indiana
So it's just
and
more
like
clear?
Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, like all our area doesn't really have that accent. So a lot of your people that come into the news are from the Midwest
didn't know
because
that.
of that.
I was just listening to something that was talking about that yesterday. They were talking about how like Boston, because Boston, like that area, you know, the New England area, they have that notorious like, hey, this is Boston, like welcome
I feel
to
like that's what you would expect, though. Like,
Right.
They all have that accent, but it's phasing out, like it's going away because everybody's connected through social media
Right.
and they've got, you know,
And the gabagool.
so
the
the gabagool. But everybody's like, their accents are kind of or blending into this like normalized accent that you're talking about that we
Yeah,
all
like-
kind of have.
damn.
You know, this is probably this might be a dumb question, but like, do you wonder if like other countries have accents for that country, even though they speak the same language?
Oh, I guarantee they do.
Like,
I'd
I understand
guarantee
that like some people might speak French, for instance, and like certain words in different countries will mean different things. But like, I wonder if there's like a like. You
I
know
never
how like
thought
we
of
all
that.
go y'all or you know like whatever
Some slow, like
not really slang but
slang,
just
yeah.
like how their language speaks in that country differs from another country even though they speak the same language.
I never thought of that. I guarantee you they probably do.
I mean
yeah,
same way
yeah.
as like
Boom.
all the people that speak Spanish. I mean like think of all the countries that speak Spanish.
Yeah,
That's true.
They all have different dialects and ways of speaking it too. Yeah, because like I know like people that speak Spanish from Mexico, they speak it entirely different in Spain, or they'll speak it entirely different in like Guatemala. Well, not entirely. Like they can still communicate, but it's just like they use different verbiage and stuff.
So like one word for them will mean something, and then one word for them over there will mean something different.
Or they'll just have a different way of like saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Damn, never thought of that shit.
Gabagool.
Damn.
Like-
Off topic, but I wasn't gonna. I don't want to stay too far into it.
Gabagool.
Did you see about what's his face coming in and like signing a bunch of Indianapolis artists?
Oh yeah,
Andy
what
and
was
Gary?
it, Dame Dash?
Mm-hmm.
That's
been known that he's been doing that though, hasn't it?
Oh, I didn't know.
I mean,
just found about it. This weekend. Found out
people
about
are talking about it a lot, and like,
it. One of the chicks on the Cypher got signed.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. The cross the road, the chicken cross the road girl.
Was that her?
Probably.
Oh shit! I don't know.
I mean, my opinion is like, when was the last time you heard anything really big out of Dame Dash? You know what I mean? Like he's probably on the ass end of his career. Like
Trying to do something new and different and try to.
it's cool that he's doing it in Indianapolis of all places, but
I mean,
They try to say Indy's like the next up and coming like big major city. Like for sure it is. So I mean, I could see him like trying to get into the mix early, but like
I mean, it is, dude. Haven't you seen? We not only have Top Golf, but we also have Top Shot on the other side of town that does the same thing. We went from not having a Top Golf like place to having two within like 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm. they've been saying that for a long time about Indianapolis, though. I don't think so. Indianapolis.
I think the
is too
coolest thing
small.
about Indiana that like most other places that are like big cities and stuff, that whatever, is like we underutilize like how much we have like around Victory Field and stuff, like White River State Park and stuff, like with the canal and stuff. I really feel like they underutilize what they have in that area, and if they could go and create something, like they tried to an extent, but they did it like too early along, where they had like shops and all that stuff like along the canal. Dude, we would be in that would be the spot to go, would be to like the canal downtown. You know what I mean? Like they could use that as like almost like their Broad Ripple. You know what I mean? They could have bars and clubs like all along the canal, and like you could.
You know how many more deaths there would be though?
There'd be a lot.
Drownings?
Yeah, a lot of
Fuck.
Dude, somebody drove their goddamn car through there, and they didn't even like
on the ice.
I know.
But like that's completely irrelevant. You see what I'm saying? Like
Dude.
that person's just a jackass. Like we can't help that. We can't help stupid.
Imagine they have a club there. I'm not gonna say this because never mind. We'll get canceled. Yeah. I'm not gonna say that. Anyway,
But you see what I'm saying?
it was
like,
gonna be fucked up.
like or even like have like really nice places to eat along the canal, like right on the canal and stuff like that.
There are a couple
with the
nice.
zoo right
there are
there.
a couple nice restaurants right off the canal that you could walk into.
Well, I know there was one that was like a burger place that was super
Fuck,
super
I've not
good.
been down there in years, dude.
But I'm just saying, like, I really think that we don't utilize the canal in downtown Indianapolis enough. And the other thing that I think we don't utilize now, especially like if you look, is around the circle. Like, I don't know if it's just because the price to be inside a building around the circle is so expensive, but dude, like,
They're changing that.
they're gonna make it cheaper to be around the circle.
No. They're not. The circle's not going to be used as like driving circle anymore. It's going to be like
Like an arts.
I did see that.
space. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. Actually,
Last I checked, like some of the spaces that you could lease around the circle were really cheap. Really cheap.
just
Yeah.
trying to get people to come in.
Because
Yeah,
they've had
the fucking
they've had
crowds
so
that
much
go
crime
around
and
those.
fucking like
Yeah.
homeless people harassing people that they're like trying to. Starbucks left the circle. They don't got Starbucks down there anymore.
But they got
and,
Dunkin'.
like, do they?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that there's a Dunkin' like
That's
right
close.
But no, like I just think that as a city we don't utilize the space that we have available. Like like when we went to Dallas, for instance, right?
Hold on, I
When we
gotta
went to
think of that
Dallas, we walked around like downtown Dallas, and literally like no matter where you walked, there was something to look at. There was something
yeah,
different that was cool or whatever. Like there was an area downtown in Dallas where they had these big TV screens and you could watch like like they had base or basketball or football games or whatever going on the TVs, and like you could hang out and just watch what they were doing on the TVs and whatever, and just chill.
I think would be a very smart idea is having a sports betting bar.
That would be cool.
Like, especially when they finish all the shit that they got going on down there. Like, it's not gonna be a road anymore. I think they're like putting grass or like turf down.
Really?
Like
in between there and the convention center?
In the whole circle.
I was talking about. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like where the convention center and Bankers Life was, and that strip of road right there.
They're doing something with that area now. The soccer, right?
Are they building it right there?
I think so.
Like right in between Bankers Life and the convention center is going to be built.
I might be wrong.
There. I'm like,
they're doing something to where they're going to Indianapolis is going to be able to like hold the World Cup.
Jesus,
it's going to be huge. They got like 2 giant West End hotels coming in, and like, dude, and like I'm telling you, in the next 5 to 10 years, everyone always says this, but people are moving into Indianapolis because it's so much cheaper than like the bigger cities. Fuck, dude, I think that's gonna be good for us because Indianapolis does not have like the open culture like going to Chicago. You go to Chicago, dude, the culture there's so many different ones. Indianapolis, there's no culture like at all. It seems like, and
I mean, that's true to an extent. Like I definitely like. You to get the culture you're talking about, you have to go outside of Indianapolis. You have to go to the suburbs. You got to go off West Washington Street.
That's that's personally why I like Chicago so much.
You got to go to like 82nd and Post. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not saying it's a great area, but I'm saying like you want to see like how people actually live in Indiana or like in Indianapolis especially. Like, don't just show the middle of town where everybody's living and doing their thing. Like, let's go outside of town in like 10 minutes and see how bad
they're doing something else with Circle Center. They're changing
they're taking Circle Center out and they're going to make it an open airway mall where it's basically like apartments above and then like shopping below.
I think that'd be good. I mean, it's new.
I mean, nobody's in the mall
different
now anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
who the hell wants to be in the mall?
Yeah.
The little people that's there, I guess.
Malls will end up being a thing of the past someday, don't you think?
So?
Very much so.
Amazon is on their ass, boy.
I think it's going to be actually. I think that it's just going to be the less malls. Like I think that the Castleton Square will be always pretty relevant, but like
the small malls won't be there.
Yeah, no, like you're not going to be able to go to like Washington Square. Hell, Washington Square's still there. I don't know how, but like it's still a mall.
What the fuck else is gonna be there?
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's just it's gonna be like where almost like central hubs, basically. Almost like how Amazon's doing their warehousing and stuff like that. It's gonna basically be like that, where you're gonna have like central hubs. Like you could go to Castleton or you could go to Greenwood, or that's gonna be your 2 malls you can go to. If you want something, you know what I mean?
HTC will always be there.
HTC will be there, but it's not. HTC and Castleton, to me, you can't compare them because, like,
outside.
It's the same way as saying like Clay Terrace is the same. Like Clay Terrace and HTC would be the same.
That's how. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially because the areas that they're in.
You can't really compare the two because they're not really the same. Like, I think there's more stores in Castleton than there is at HTC too. And I don't have to walk as far to get them.
Yeah, that's true. So back on some shoe stuff, you brought up the DB release coming back.
Yeah, the DBs are coming back.
20-year anniversary. Did they say date or no?
Nah, I don't think so.
Which ironically, now that you brought that up, you're wearing the DB3s.
Yeah, I am. I just wore them to work today.
I'm still, even if I get a 13, I'm still going to be scared to wear them.
They wear really well.
Yeah,
very well. I mean, like I said. Never clean.
Honestly, my worry was that this was gonna like
come
rub
up
off
or whatever.
I don't know how to say it. Like if they just pressed it on, if it was just
it's inked on.
It's inked on. Oh,
it's inked on, just like a shirt would be, or like a jacket or something like that.
Damn. I don't know if I'm that excited for this next DB release. I have to see the 6.
So
other ones I'm kind
of iffy. The Nike Dorenbecher Freestyle is back for 2024. It is a monumental 20th edition, and we've got exclusive on what sneaker models are confirmed to drop this year. Now, 2 decades running, Dorenbecher Freestyle program, which pairs child patients of OHSU Dorenbecher Hospital with designers at Nike, has generated over $37 million for the hospital on the end of 2023. The figure will easily surpass 40 million, basically with the lineup of shoes, which consist of a healthy mix of retro classics and modern day hits. And then it says for 2024's Dorenbecher 20 collection, the shoes are as follows: the Air Jordan 6 Retro, the Nike Air Max DN, which will have 2 colorways, the Nike Air 180, the Nike Air Max SNDR Women's, and the Nike Air Zoom Pegasus 41, which I have no idea what the SNDR Air Max is.
They're going to have to come out with some banger stuff for those shoes. Because like if they're not like any popular shoe, it's going to be like the normal non-popular DBs that come out that aren't the retro, that aren't the dunk, that's not the... Like the Air Max might do well. I think the Air Max did pretty well.
So that's the SNDRs.
That might do well.
That might do pretty good, honestly. If they do something like they did with the Vomero or something like that with this, it'd be pretty good. And then the 6, obviously.
I kind of wish that they wouldn't be doing the 6.
What's the Pegasus 41?
It's a running shoe. Actually, when I worked at Finish Line, we did, at that time, it was the Pegasus 31, 32.
So it's like these right here almost look like
insanely comfortable
tennis shoes.
Yes. Yeah, like literal running. Yeah. They're insanely comfortable. So when I worked there and they had those compared to now, surely they're either just as comfy, if not comfier. I don't know if they're using different
Air 180s, which will be nice.
Oh, I'm not a fan of the 180s.
I don't think they're bad. I mean, they could have done a lot worse.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially in the era of big, bulky shoes.
Yeah. I'm still kind of stuck on, I don't know why they would come back out with a 6. Do a different shoe.
The DNs, which are...
That kind of gives me Drake vibes.
Drake?
Nocta. Drake. We'll see the Nocta vibes.
Yeah, it'll
be. I mean, it's still going to be interesting. They're still going to sell out.
The new Nocta Drake's shoes are way better than the first ones. They look so much better.
The yellow pair?
The orange pair.
Is it orange? Maybe I've not seen them.
Nocta 2 orange.
That is insanely bright.
Yeah,
but I kind of like it.
Like, this is a toned down color of it, but...
God damn, throw some black in that bitch. I think it hits pretty well with that chrome.
There it is. That's an accurate version of what it looks like in person.
They're not out yet?
They are. The Hot Step 2.
Oh, on stock?
StockX has them for $236.
I ain't paying that much.
I mean, that's a lot of chrome, too.
I mean, I definitely think that chrome helps the shoe look better.
I mean, it's better than this. Like the all leather shoe.
Yeah, those remind me of some FUBU.
Oh, also that orange that's up top is reflective.
Nice.
It's all reflective.
You should have threw some black in there.
Do you guys think that Drake's going to respond to Kendrick?
Absolutely.
Did you?
did you
see
that? You brought that up.
That J. Cole already came out and was like, "Bro, I didn't mean to talk about."
Oh yeah.
Like that. Like.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'm so upset because I'm a Cole fan.
In the out while I was doing music, and that's what came out. Whatever.
Yep.
So.
I mean, when the disc came out from Cole, you could tell that he didn't even want to do it anyway.
Like, bro, you released it. Just stand behind it at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same thing with Meek Mill and Drake. Like, whenever they were beefing, like, back to back, baby.
Yeah.
Going back to
We'll
back.
see. I know. I hope Jake. I mean, have you listened to that drill?
No.
The 7-minute drill?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fire.
I mean, it was good. Yeah, but he compliments Kendrick in the song like 3 or 4 times.
Right. And then like, bro, you released it. Why apologize at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think
The
Drake
one-
has
the
something
one-
already ready for him. For sure.
The one thing that I did see on there is like was like the big quote of the song was like basically saying that like his first album was okay, and then his second album was good, and but everybody overhyped it, and then his third album sucked.
Yeah,
and
he
then-
said your first shit was classic, your last shit was tragic, and they said your second shit put people to sleep, but they gassed it. Is what he said.
I like Cole better than Kendrick, but I got to give Kendrick his shit. If he comes back out with something just to throw it at Cole, it's gonna shit on Cole.
I feel like if the public perception of J. Cole's diss was a bit better,
Yeah.
I think that J. Cole wouldn't have apologized. But
No.
the internet was giving him a sound thrashing.
Yeah.
sound
Kendrick, bro.
trashy.
I think that
He's
he was
very,
like, all right, I'm gonna.
very good with his wordplay and shit talking. If he comes back out, it might be like an Eminem MGK thing where he was just like, he apologized, I won, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. But like, I don't think Drake's gonna stop, and I still don't even think Drake writes his own shit. I think he's got multiple ghostwriters, like most people.
Why wouldn't you? If you made that much money, would you?
That's what I'm saying, for sure. But like, I think Drake already has something ready, and
He might. I'm on the fence if I think that he's going to respond or not. I can't tell if I think that.
I feel like he has to.
I can't
Like,
tell
you want
if
to be
he's
the best. Yeah.
right, but I mean, it's arguably the facts. Like he is number one, and Kendrick is
not.
I mean, if you want to say he's number 2, then yeah, you can. Out of those 3 specifically, yeah, it would be Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like Cole so much better, and I fucking hate saying that.
When he dropped the diss at first, I was like, I wasn't super hyped about the song because, like I mentioned, it was kind of light-handed. It wasn't like any. He tried to act like he was like street and nasty
Like
and
go
shit.
in.
Right.
He was like,
Not him.
He's like, I got boys that are shooters and like we'll get out
Don't
there.
we
And
all,
I'm
though?
like,
Relax.
J. Cole, let's take it easy.
Yeah,
bro.
that's not you, brother.
That's not you, J. Cole. It's not you, J. Cole.
Oh. Yeah.
You know,
But-
you're a great guy.
Yeah, you're a great guy.
And even like, so Drake, I would never put him in my top 5 personally, but he should definitely be there. Like, he's been doing this for so long. I would argue and say his catalog might be one of the best after he's done.
Drake?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got more number 1 hits than anybody in the world ever.
Yeah,
So I mean,
exactly.
it's hard to not
Exactly.
put him as
But like at the same time,
as
like,
kind of an undisputed GOAT. To
Yeah.
be fair,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, but like he is not. I'm gonna say this, and I think it's gonna kind of. You might agree. He is not gonna go down like a Michael Jackson or an Elvis or a person of that magnitude. Okay, I think that yes, he's got a lot of hits and stuff like that, but like to a small extent, you're number 1 never going to make everybody happy. And I felt like Michael Jackson, like anybody could turn on an Elvis song or a Michael Jackson song, and you know what I mean? Like you could turn it on and
90%
everybody
people
for the
will
most
know.
part will know that song. If you turn on a Drake song, there are a lot of Drake songs that most people will never know. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
Regardless of like where you come from.
right.
Yeah.
So like I think that he will never be as widely accepted in the music industry as what they were, even though he has
The catalog.
more.
Yeah.
He
I
has
see
the
what you're saying.
catalog. And don't get me, I'm sure he probably has made more songs than them too. So if he
Oh,
makes,
right.
if you make enough songs, you know what I mean. Eventually, you would think you'd get to that point. You know what I mean? Like especially if you're the top of your category at that time.
Yeah. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Who outlasts who? Drake or Kanye West? In culture. Who has more of a significant impact?
Kanye West.
And culture, Kanye for sure.
I feel like his hit songs will far precede
Dude,
Drake's.
you can still play. Stronger, Gold Digger. I mean, you could turn that song on right now in any club in the world, and that song is gonna have people going crazy.
Yeah.
If you turn on an old Drake song, like what are you gonna turn on? Marvin's Room?
Just hold on, we're going home.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna get. That's not gonna do the same thing.
That was a bad song point because I think yeah, they probably would.
No,
it would change the dynamic in the club for sure.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
most people would know that one.
In my opinion, if you go hit for hit, it's gonna be hard. If you can only pick what they do, 12 songs on verses. If you picked 12 songs of Kanye's
winning
and 12 songs
12 and
of Drake's,
12-0.
It's gonna be hard to not pick Kanye West in a lot of these songs.
Because Drake, I'm not the biggest fan of Drake, but Drake has definitely got some bangers. He's definitely got some underrated stuff. He's definitely got some overrated stuff.
Yes.
I don't think there's a song that Kanye wouldn't be able to be like, all right, motherfucker, here's this.
That's what I'm thinking.
And not win.
That's what I think too.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
even the shit that he produced
his features,
too.
Even his features, like, okay, you want to do that? Okay, then let's go to
let's not even
Watch
talk about
the Throne.
influence.
That's what I'm saying. That entire
the whole album back, from front to back, is bangers, like crazy, bro.
And we're
I
not
was
talking
gonna say
about
Watch the Throne,
influence
but
either.
I was gonna say the song that him and Drake did together. Him, Drake, Eminem, and Lil Wayne.
Forever. Yeah.
I couldn't think of the damn name of that song, but I'm like, okay,
LeBron James.
Let's put that song in there. I mean, I think that
still picking
Kanye's verse
Kanye's.
is better than Drake's verse.
Yeah.
Eminem's verse is better than everybody's verse on that album or on that song.
That's a fact, yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
But I'm just sitting here trying to think of what songs they would even run for Drake. And
that would be a hard one though, because most of the time when you do like battle and you do verses, you would probably put them in the same category, but Drake has multiple different categories where Kanye is just like in his own, like.
well, okay, so
He's got his like soft heart stuff. And
who would you say wins in a versus between Drake and Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne all day. Lil Wayne all day.
I personally would probably go with Drake.
I think Drake would win, but I like Lil Wayne's music.
Yeah, I say Lil Wayne because I like Lil Wayne better.
But again, we've already talked about this. I don't know if we talked about it on here, but if Lil Wayne doesn't take a 10-year hiatus from music,
yes, bro,
he's gonna be better than Drake. But all the stuff with him and Birdman and stuff like that, if it messed up a lot of his career, to be honest. I think.
And he came out so early.
Yeah, he was popular at 16
Has
years
anybody
old,
else
bro.
been able to literally drop an out like mixtape or whatever like every month for like 3 years straight?
No.
And like actually then be good?
No.
And not be like sound similar or like have the same shit in it? Like that dude, we've definitely brought this up before. If you have to make a song and then put the song into some type of website or some shit to make sure you didn't already say that before another song, what the fuck? Lil Wayne and Eminem I feel like would be the only ones that would have to do that.
Yeah, they could go back and forth with each other, and I really think that would be the verses that everybody wants to see. Would be Lil Wayne and Eminem. Would be who?
Lil Wayne. I'm personally not the biggest fan of Eminem.
I don't know.
Early Eminem
fire, but like after Not Afraid album, there was like a couple good songs here and there, but like,
I mean, the Berserk album I think is the one or Kamikaze is the one he just did not that long ago. That album's not that bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
Lil Wayne did that. I don't know if it was 10 years. He did that fucking long hiatus.
The Carter 5 that came out or whatever, and
I guess Eminem too. He's not been doing shit anymore because
he doesn't have
the limelight, right?
But
tries too hard, I think.
Yeah,
I think Eminem tries too hard now.
Like at this point, everyone holds him up here.
He came out with a song.
How do you do that?
About politics and about how if you like
Yeah,
Donald Trump,
goddamn
then
it.
you shouldn't.
It's because he tried to stay relevant. He tried to come back.
Yeah. Any fan of mine?
Yeah.
There was a line.
But
Yeah, I
how do
don't
you
know.
like you're
Rapidy
all the
rap
way
shit.
like you hold yourself to a certain standard, and then like people still expect you to come back regardless of when you do, to still be up there. Like how do you, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
Not very many people could do that. One last thing.
Oh God.
Are you? I didn't want to do this in the middle of the show because I don't really know how I'm going to react.
Oh
to it.
yeah, I forgot.
I don't think
He
Tori's.
said, "Oh yeah."
I don't think
forgot."
Torin's very excited for. You don't have to do it if you don't want to.
I think that I will.
So you're going first.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll go first.
Oh shit! Okay.
I just have to smell it, right?
yeah.
I don't have to snort it, right?
No,
I just
no.
smell it.
Hell no.
right.
Hell no.
Oh shit. I'm
All
fat.
right.
So there was multiple different ones that I could have got, but like they were like the same thing. They do the same shit, and one was like $30-$40. Another one, this one was like $15. I'm like, I'm gonna do the $15 one first, and then yeah, but apparently this will do like
It
like over
says-
100 different.
It's
good for over 100
And I
times.
quote: "Your aqua is ready. Twist cap, sniff slowly. Do not add more water. No need to shake."
We're definitely getting this clipped. I seen somebody do it. I'm like, yeah, I gotta try this shit. Bobby Lee, maybe.
My microphone doesn't reach that far, so
I'll hand you
I
this
might
one.
need to borrow. Yeah.
We'll pass it up. Oh god damn it! I'm not excited for this. Apparently, it cleans you out pretty well though.
For inhalation only.
You're not excited?
I'm not. No.
I'm excited.
For what?
I don't know. I've never done what's
You gotta run it.
what do they call it? Smelling salts? Yeah, I've seen the reactions. I'm just,
Oh my God.
I've seen the reactions, you know.
It's fucking wow.
How do you subscribe that? Like, how do you know if you do too much, or like you just do a sniff, and just smacks you?
Oh yeah.
I think I can tell what it's going to smell like.
Shit.
I think I kind of got a whiff of it a little bit. I think I have an idea of what it's going to be like.
I seen someone else do this shit, and they started.
Brennan is crying, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. All right. Yeah.
Don't be such a wuss.
Oh, my. Holy shit.
You
Wow.
thought I was kidding.
You know what it's like?
Jesus
Woo!
H.
No, you know what
Here you
it's
go.
like?
This is how we're ending the podcast, guys.
You know what it's like?
Woo!
You know what it's like? It's
Fuck
like
that.
when you were a kid and you weren't like a very good swimmer, and
Yes.
you would jump in the pool,
Holy shit!
and that's got the chlorine in it, like real bad chlorine, and you suck it up into your nose. That's what it's
amazing,
like.
dude. That is awesome. Holy fuck!
That's exactly what it's like. That's crazy. Yeah, that was woo.
I like that.
That was pretty intense.
Woo! God. Okay, yeah, we're keeping this shit here, and we have guests. They're doing it.
Oh my fucking.
Woo!
That was okay. Well, now I know what it's like.
I'm getting everybody to do this
smelling
shit.
salts.
Now you know. Now you know like why professional like lifters and stuff like that take smelling salts beforehand. Oh my God.
But I don't understand how that helps you lift a heavier
I don't
weight.
know. I
the
don't.
adrenaline starts pumping. I would think that's the
okay.
That
only
did
thing
kind
I
of
would-
get me hyped up. That got me excited over nothing.
I was like, oh my God, bro.
It definitely
It
burned.
burned my nose, bro. That
Yeah.
was crazy.
Do you know what I'm talking about though? When you were a kid, and like you jump in the
Yes.
pool.
Oh, dude, it
like-
smells just like chlorine.
Yeah,
Times
that was
10.
That was pretty rough. Yeah, definitely at a higher.
That was nice. You want to do it again?
You're out of your fucking mind.
Maybe it's the smelling salts.
Wow.
Holy shit.
We should have got that on the iPhone.
Huh?
That would have been we should have got that on the iPhone. That'd have been a good clip.
Oh,
Like an iPhone
okay.
clip.
She said, "Yeah,
Yeah,
redo it."
redo it. We'll do it one more time.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm
dude.
down.
not doing that.
I'm
It's
down.
like,
That was.
we'll just wait. We'll clip it up.
Oh my god.
Hey, I
We'll
will
clip it
definitely
up.
have some clips for us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, I will.
Shit.
I'm fucking people up at work, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, that's like you see people do it, and you're like, oh man, it can't be
No
that
way.
bad, right?
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's
solid.
bad.
it's pretty
Dude,
rough.
I gotta look some stuff up. Can you go to jail if I like just walk up to people and like put it up their nose
I don't
and just
know.
catch them from surprise?
Maybe.
I mean, my nose still burns, bro.
Yeah, bro. You look like you got it bad.
Dude,
Yeah.
I swear
Did you
to-
take a deep whiff?
Yeah, bro. It
I
said
went
breathe
like-
in slowly, and that's what I was doing. I was
you
like,
took a deep
oh,
breath?
I took.
shit.
I didn't take a deep breath.
I was
Oh.
like, oh my god, that is not what you want to do.
I took the cap off and went. That's it. I went.
No, bro, I had it.
And
like,
it-
I smelled it. I smelled a little bit of it.
I thought
and
I
was
died for
like-
a second.
I was like, okay, like
I was not ready for that smell.
I was like, okay, like no big
You
deal.
said it smelled like shit, dude.
And then I got it closer to me, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, that was not what I wanted or expected. Ever.
Yeah. It also has
It
that.
does smell like shit. I don't like the smell of chlorine.
Yeah.
Chlorine. I don't like it.
I mean, I don't like it either, but I also don't like shit. I'd much rather smell shit than this again.
Oh my god. Dude,
Also
it burned
kinda-
my eye, bro. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It also kind of gives off that smell like fresh,
ammonia.
fresh kitty litter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It is ammonia.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some fresh kitty litter, bro.
Ammonia,
It'll fuck you up.
hydroxide, sodium.
You know what I'm talking
I don't know how to
about?
pronounce that one. No,
Yeah,
I
no,
would
I
not
would
strongly
never
not
do-
recommend that. I'm getting Tori to do it.
Good luck in high scores.
I'm getting her to do. She might not know she's gonna do it.
You're like, hey, does this smell bad?
Yeah. You smell popcorn? Oh shit! Well, that was a great ending to that. Hopefully you
Well,
guys
I'm
stuck
glad
around.
you guys stuck around for that. Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is definitely going to get struck for language. I'm sorry about that. That was horrible.
I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Maybe.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Oh, bye. He's
Smell you later.
disappointed.